Hey there, this is LaQuita with QuitaBugHandmaids.com. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today I am so excited to announce to you my free card kit for the month of July. I am featuring the Happiest of Birthdays stamp set, and I chose this stamp set because July is my birthday month. So I wanted to use a stamp set that focused on birthdays. So that's why I chose this set, and I'm so excited to share the cards with you. They are so cute. So remember, you can receive my free card kit as a gift in the mail from me to you by simply placing a minimum $40 order in my online Stampin' Up! Store. That's $40 before tax and shipping. You can purchase whatever product you would like, and I do have all of the products that I'm specifically using for this kit linked down below in the video description, so if you'd like to add those products to your order, you can. So let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. I hope you enjoy it, and let's get started. And when you receive your free card kit as a gift in the mail from me to you, it will come neatly packaged. Envelopes are included, and then there is a printed color PDF at the back that has a picture of all three projects, and then it also has all of the measurements for the projects in case you want to recreate them. The designs, again, yourself, you'll have all of those measurements on that printed PDF. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started and jump right into this kit. So let's start with card number one, and actually card number one, the card base was chosen by a poll that I put up on Facebook and Instagram. You guys decided that you wanted, that you preferred the Flirty Flamingo card base, so you got it. And I'm only using two ink pad colors for this kit, Bumblebee and Night of Navy. So for this card, I'm using Bumblebee. But yeah, so you guys voted. I was torn between Flirty Flamingo and Gray Granite. So I posted that poll, and you guys chose Flirty Flamingo. Okay, so for this card, the sentiment is, it's your day, enjoy it. And I actually die cut a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I used the rectangle stitch dies. I know, you guys know, these are my favorite. So I feel like I use them on almost every project. I can't get enough of these, and they just work so well with everything. Okay, that's all the stamping for this card, so we can go ahead and start putting it together. So again, Flirty Flamingo card base, and the measurements are on the PDF, so you can get those there when you receive your kit. This is Just Jade cardstock, and then I've got some of the beautiful, I had to go check, I was going to call it the Symmetry Designer Series paper, but it's Sweet Symmetry Designer Series paper. I thought this paper was just so pretty. So I have some of that paper, and I'm going to add this on to my Just Jade layer using my Stampin' Seal adhesive. So I'll just put that in the center, and then I'm going to add some, I guess about an inch from the top on the back, so that I can put this beautiful Just Jade ribbon. So this is a new ribbon, it's Just Jade, and then it's got these little gold flecks in it. I just love it. It's so pretty. So hopefully that's focused and in the camera. I can't see the camera, so I hope it is. If not, just know it's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm gonna put this right about here and just fold it into that adhesive. And then I like to go ahead and also add just a little strip of tear and tape, because I like to make sure that it's stuck down really well when it comes to my ribbon. I don't want it slipping out somehow. So I'll just peel these. So I'll just peel these backings off of my tear and tape. And then go ahead and add some more adhesive. Okay, yeah, center that up on my card front. Dimensionals on the back of this piece of Bumblebee, and this was die cut again with the stitched rectangle dies. Love them. If you don't have these, you should get them. They just work with so many different sentiments, you know, stamp sets. I just love them. Whoops. Okay, so we're gonna center up this little guy. Let me see. Okay, I think that looks good. And then center up, whoops, this one right on top as well. Yep, looks good. Okay, and that finishes up card number 1. Isn't it so colorful and fun? I just love it. So pretty. All right, so I've got my supplies here for card number 2. Now, this one is a little bit, I won't say tricky, but I'm gonna walk you through it. So let's go ahead and start with the stamping. So I'm gonna bring out this, again, stitched rectangle. This is Whisper White. And then I've also got a stitched rectangle in Calypso Coral, and then one that's not stitched. So I'm gonna bring both of those in. And for this card, we're gonna need both Night of Navy and the Bumblebee. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring both of those in now. And for this card, we're gonna stamp this sentiment. It says, happy, little bit late birthday. I love this sentiment. I thought it was great. Okay, so we're gonna use this, and you're gonna need some washi tape. If you don't have any washi tape, you could just use regular old Scotch tape. That will work fine. But we're gonna be masking off and stamping this a little bit broken up. So I'm gonna take a piece of washi, because we're gonna stamp we're gonna stamp happy first. So I am just going to cover up the little bit late and just leave the happy. Bring in my Whisper White here. Bring in my Bumblebee. And I am just going to ink up to that washi. Okay, so I've got my happy all inked up. Very carefully peel off your washi and set it somewhere where it won't get on your project, because you can start to make a mess with this one. And then you're going to center the word happy up and stamp it as close as you can to the top of your rectangle. Okay, got it there. Looks good. Now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna bring in my Simply Chamois. You wanna clean this off really, really well. And then I'm even going to just stamp a few times just to be sure there's no ghosting left behind by any ink, because that can happen. Get another piece of washi, and I'm going to again cover up the little bit late with washi tape, and I am just going to ink up the birthday. Peel off my washi very carefully, set it out of the way so it doesn't get on anything, and then I'm going to center up birthday and put it as close as I can to the bottom. Fabulous. Okay, now again, clean off your stamp. Double check that there's no ink ghosting on there. Okay, now again, we're gonna come in with washi, and this time we need 2 pieces, and we're gonna cover up the happy, and we're going to cover up birthday. Okay, so this is the part where it gets a little tight. So you've got this stitched rectangle that I've already cut. We want to center this up on here, okay? So I'm going to ink this up in my Night of Navy, and you can see this gets very messy here. I'm gonna pull that up, set that out of the way so that it doesn't get on anything, and then I'm gonna throw it away, because you can see this is very dark. Okay, get it off of my finger carefully. Got it. And now I just added a little breath to make sure my ink was still wet. And now I'm going to center this up as best as I can over this die cut. Okay, I think I got it. It's a little bit low, but I'm okay with that. It's on there. So I will take that so you can see, hey, it's on there. Now, if that is too much for you and you're like, LaQuita, girl, there is no way I can do that with this little bit late. That's okay. What you can do is you can take this piece that I am including in the kit in case you're not comfortable with what I just did with that little die cut piece. Ink up the entire thing. Stamp it. And then what you can do is you can just hand cut out this little bit late, or you could use your paper trimmer to cut it out. So I made this piece the same length as the die cut piece so that it would work exactly the same, and you could come in with your snips and you can just literally cut right above birthday, snip, and then cut right below happy, and there you go. You've got the exact same thing. So that's why I'm including that piece in case it doesn't work for you, or you don't even want to try it. You know it won't work. So that's why I'm including that piece, okay? So now we can start putting together this card. So I've got basic white thick here for our card base. So I'm just going to crease that, and the cards already come pre-scored for you. So all you have to do is just fold them over. They're ready to go. Okay, then more of that Sweet Symmetry Designer Series paper, and I'm adding it onto a piece of Bumblebee cardstock. I just love Bumblebee. Such a pretty yellow. Okay, and then I'm going to add this onto my card base. Isn't this paper so much fun? I just love these patterns, and I love that they are symmetrical. So like visually pleasing to look at. Okay, then you've got, this is from the Stitch So Sweetly dies. I've die cut this piece of Night of Navy cardstock, and I'm just going to get some dimensionals on the back. I'm also putting dimensionals on the back of the sentiment, and I decided dimensionals on the back of the Calypso coral piece. So I decided to go ahead and pop everything up, and I'm going with it. Okay, so get the backings off. And we are just going to center this up. That looks a bit too much off to the right. I don't know why my centering has been struggling. Maybe my chair's down too low. There we go. I think that's good. Okay. Put the happy birthday on, and then the little bit late. Okay, and there you have card number 2, you guys. Isn't it so pretty? I just love this card. I love all of the layers, and I love all of the stitching, and I love the colors. Okay, card number 3. I'm out of breath. My mom just put Malachi down to sleep for the first time in the nursery, and so I had to go help her and make sure she was getting it right. That's her first time to put him to bed. Okay, so another piece of Whisper White that I have die cut with the Stitch So Sweetly dies. I just love the stitching and the scallop. So pretty. Night of Navy ink, and we're gonna stamp the big sentiment that says wishing you the happiest of birthdays. So I'm just gonna ink that up and stamp this in the center. Okay, right there. Beautiful. And now we can start putting this card together. That is it. Okay, so we have got a piece of Sahara Sand cardstock. I'm just going to fold that in half and give it a nice crease. Then I've got Flirty Flamingo and another gorgeous piece of that Sweet Symmetry Designer Series paper. Adhere these two together with my Stampin' seal. Okay, then I've got a piece of Night of Navy cardstock. I am going to add this across the center of this layer. That's pretty good. It's a little, whoops, let me slide that over. You guys, I'm telling you, I don't know why I cannot center lately. I'm really struggling with it. I don't know. Because that is totally wonky. Ooh, I was able to pull that off. It shook the whole table, but I got it off. Okay, I'm gonna try that again. I'm telling you, I have no idea what is going on here with my centering. So let me not press that down. I'm gonna make sure. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. Then I've got some of this beautiful bumblebee gingham ribbon, and there's actually the tiniest little scallop at the bottom of this. I don't know if you can see that. It's a tiny little scallop. So I'm going to put that facing down, and I'm just going to cut 5 inches of this ribbon. Okay, I flip this over, add a little bit of my seal adhesive, and then I'm just going to put my gingham ribbon across the center of my Night of Navy, and again add a couple strips of tear and tape. Just pull off my backings. And a little Stampin' seal, and then we can put this onto our card front. Then dimensionals on the back of this sentiment, and I'm going to add this off to the right, the lower right, so right about here. I think that looks good. Yep. And then with the last little bit of my ribbon, I am going to tie a bow. And this ribbon actually makes the prettiest square knot in the middle, all on its own. Look at that, isn't that pretty? It's perfectly square in the middle. And then once you have your bow, just kind of work it a little bit. Get your tails the length that you want them. And we're gonna add the bow right about there. Just gonna bring in my glue dots. Put a couple glue dots on the back. And just pop that right there and fluff up those bows. Trim down my ribbon just a tiny bit. And then you've got 3 of these little resin dots. These are the Playing with Patterns resin dots. I'm just gonna add the 2 smaller ones up here at the top, and then the larger one right down here at the bottom. And there you have card number 3 complete. So sweet. Okay, so there you have it, you guys. My Happiest of Birthdays free card kit. I love this kit. I think it turned out so cute. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Don't forget, you can get this free kit as a gift in the mail from me to you by simply placing a minimum $40 order in my online Stampin' Up! Store. That's $40 before tax and shipping. I have got my shopping link down below in the video description, and you can also find my link over on my blog, which I have linked down below as well. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this kit. Again, thank you so much for joining me today, and stay tuned because I'll be back very soon with another tutorial. Bye now.